In 2025, the UK economy appears strong as one of Europe's financial powerhouses with a GDP of $3.6 trillion, but behind the scenes it is carrying fragile balances. According to OECD projections, growth will be at 1.1%, which is disappointingly low for such a large economy. Unemployment, which stood at 4.4% at the end of 2024, has risen to 4.6% this year, with approximately 1.55 million people out of work. While this rate is relatively good compared to the European average, rising living costs mean that even those in work are carrying a heavy burden. Housing prices and energy bills are creating high barriers, just like in the streets of London. Consumers' appetite for spending is gradually diminishing. Inflation remains the country's scourge. The average consumer price increase for 2025 is around 3.2%. This rate is not far above the European Central Bank's target, but it is a pressure felt by British households with every purchase. Even though wages are rising, real purchasing power remains limited. Salary increases are being eroded by bills rather than ending up in the bank account. The picture is bleaker on the public finance front. Public debt has exceeded 101% of GDP, and the budget deficit is around 4%. In other words, the government continues to spend more than it earns. For politicians in Westminster, this situation represents a serious test. As a result, the UK economy stands tall like London skyscrapers, bolstered by a strong financial sector, services, and global trade links. Yet it also carries a deep-seated fatigue felt on the streets due to slow growth, debt burdens, and high living costs. If inflation is permanently reined in and investments regain momentum, the UK economy could once again become one of Europe's brightest spots.